Hey, guys and gals, this is Alex with the KC Multifamily Minute here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, July 27th. I'm here with legendary apartment brokers talking about every single new opportunity hit the open market every single week for your 1031 exchange or your active real estate investment strategy. I'll tell you what class location's in. I'll tell you what kind of brief rents we're going to get and how it might be a fit for your 1031 exchange. Let's get right into it. I've got these sorted here in Kansas City based on the lowest price. However, let's talk about statistics first. On the MLS, guys, it's been a 3-week hiatus. I apologize for that. I actually went out to Australia, which was a fantastic country to go to. Highly recommend it. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. I could talk for days about it. But what do we got going on the last 3 weeks here on the MLS? I was actively working, closed some deals, got some new listings, got some things under contract. It was a lot of fun to watch the market from afar. But for statistics, we got 65 listings out here on the MLS. 43 of those are available, which means 22 under contract. I'm seeing an increase there in number of under contract and maybe a slight decrease in total number of listings. But there's still 43 listings out there for you to go out and get that are $500,000 or plus that are just in the KC Metro. Over the last 3 weeks, guys, there's been some that have come on the market. They're already under contract, but there's still 7 new ones that I'm going to cover today on the open market that are $500,000 plus. Many of these are in Class A locations, either urban core or suburban. So that's kind of the MLS-related statistics here so far. And then over here on Crexy, guys, which I use Crexy a lot now to check out more of the commercial listings, some of the larger listings out there, 50 units plus. They also have a lot of the smaller units. Nice little tool to see some of the MLS data. I think it pulls in some of that kind of stuff, or at least with permission, versus your CoStar information. Nice, easy, free to look at. They're showing about 48 listings in the Kansas City market that are 2+ units here in Kansas City. I'm not sure if this includes active or not. Let me just check that box just to make sure. I believe it should be only active real estate listings here. Property types, listing status. Let's see here. Listing status, multifamily. Yes, this is only active real estate listings. That's 48. I did notice that some of these are actually under contract. So again, it's gonna be a little bit similar to LoopNet, but I do like the platform. Go ahead and check it out. It's Crexy.com. All right. All right. So head back over to the MLS data, which is what powers a lot of what we've got going on here in the Kansas City market. Every market's different. I talked about these 7 new listings sorted here by lowest to high. So it's $500,000. This is in South Kansas City. It's actually in Martin City area. It's a duplex. One of my pet peeves, listing agent here did not put how many bed and bath are in each side or some of those kind of details. So, but looks like a large duplex. It is one stall garage for each side, back deck on each unit. $500,000, a fair price for this location. So if you've got an active real estate investment strategy, I think it's maybe a little on the high side, but you're looking for duplexes to pick up. This is probably an easy button in a Class A location in Kansas City with relatively low maintenance. Could be a good fit for you there if you're looking for a duplex, especially if you're already owning the area. All right. So that's that duplex here on 133rd Street in Kansas City near Martin City. Next up is $550,000. I'm clicking into that, podcast listeners. This is in the heart of Midtown. This is on 36 and Wyandotte. This is a duplex for $550,000. These units are massive. One's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and these are refinished 4 years ago. This is kind of this part of town can reach up to $500,000 on the duplex side, especially for really nice units. I'm thumbing through these photos here. You can see just how big this is. Really nice, cool, open fireplace. Could house hack this one. Does have a clawfoot tub. Stainless steel appliances, granite countertops. A pretty cool spot that is, again, large. These large duplexes can be very desirable and can fetch a very high price. I see that on Armour Boulevard. This is $550,000. Each side is 2,000 square feet. Both of these can be converted to 4 bedrooms, so you've got a lot of income potential there. Of course, living in one unit, renting out the other. Class A location, rent each side for $2,000 plus. So could be a good fit for active real estate investors looking for a great property in the heart of Midtown. All right. All right, so zooming on down here, this is my favorite current new listing that we've got going on in the Kansas City market. I'm surprised it's not marked as pending as of right now. It's $570,000 for a fourplex in Blue Springs, fully occupied. They say here 3 of the units have been updated. My guess is, based on the price, there's probably some deferred maintenance over time that need to happen. These look like maybe some of these are older style windows. It is the lower level is the where the garages are, but fantastic location. $570,000 you can't beat for a fourplex in Blue Springs. These with garages, these things tend to go for $600,000 plus now. So check it out. Class A location. Rents should be, assuming if they're, let's see if it talks about how many bed and bath again. I believe I looked it up. They're all over $1,000 per unit right now. Should be close to $1,500. I clicked on the wrong. No, this is the correct one. Yeah, it should be over $1,500, assuming they're 2 and a 1.5 bathroom. But great location, great opportunity. Let's get that one done for active real estate investors, okay? Especially for the 1031 exchange. All right, zooming on down, back here into Midtown. Sorry I'm jumping all over, but again, this is sorted by highest to lowest. We're close to $600,000 here for this duplex. This one's on the plaza. This is $600,000, very similar price point, $600,000 off Loose Park. So, I'm sure these are large units, close to 1,500 square feet or more. Over under duplex, stucco exterior. Looks like there's probably a garage or two. You can thumb through these photos yourself and just kind of see the finishes and the location. Great opportunity to live in one unit, rent out the other again. Do midterm rentals on these or short-term rentals, depending on how ambitious you are. But again, Class A location, $600,000, kind of the going rate for duplexes in the South Plaza area. All right, so again, Class A location, $2,000 plus on rents if you did it correctly and maybe managed it yourself, could be a fantastic fit. All right, zooming on down here, we got a triplex on 708 East 34th Street. I looked at this one before it hit the open market. It's all been completely and gorgeously redone, used as an Airbnb. I think they're looking at getting Airbnb style prices on this. There's a couple 1 bedrooms and a large, massive 2 bedroom unit. And then there's some space in the basement to build out for a 4th unit. $680,000 for a triplex in this location. My opinion, I'm not even going to talk about what my opinion is on it, but you can take a look at it. If you're a midterm guy, midterm rentals guy or gal, you like Airbnb, you can make the numbers work, could be a good fit for you. It is a Class A location, so you can run the numbers yourself and see how that might fit in for your real estate investment strategy. All right, another fourplex here, guys and gals. We're up here north of the river, way north, Tiffany Springs area, 9020 out of Helena Avenue. Massive fourplex. Each one has a garage, side by side, townhouse style. Rents should be $1,600 per month. Again, Class A location. Not really sure what else you want me to say about it. It is, in my opinion, on the high side. You're well over $200,000 per unit, unless you're getting rents close to $2,000, $2,500. Can be a stretch for some investors. All right. We've seen those on the open market too over time, and sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't. Finally, here we've got this last one here for $4.4 million. This has been on and off market over the years here as they've continued to rehab it. It's 60 units, a lot of studios, a lot of efficiency. 58 of the units are already completed. It's right next to, it's on 39th Street, close to the streetcar stop extension. It's going to be a Class A location, but you got to look at the sub-micro market here and how this might fit in for you. Of course, a fantastic walk store. If you can make the numbers work on this, it's a really interesting opportunity. I think you're going to have to buy this based on, basically a T1 because of all the units that they've had renovated recently, and really see how they're running and able to create efficiency in those utilities and taxes and everything else, but get a true T1 out of this and see if you're in the $4.4 million range, you love Midtown, could be an interesting fit for you if you got 1031 exchange. So let's reach out. Let's talk about these. Guys, that's everything new on the open market here. I've got a new podcast coming up pretty soon. New style. It's going to be featuring some of the smaller properties that are below $500,000. I've got my multifamily meetup group Wednesday. We got a lot going on here. Wednesday, 4 to 6 p.m. at Strang Hall in Overland Park, Kansas. Let's talk then. If you've got a 1031 exchange, you want to talk further, reach out, Alex at legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. We'll talk soon.